Hey guys, Danny and David here.
Hi, and David here.
Oh.
And it's a beautiful summer day. You know, we both kind of deal with mental health things, issues, whatever you want to call it. Danny, what do you deal with?
Anxiety, depression,
being a bitch
OCD,
in general.
being a fucking bitch. All of the above, honestly.
Yeah, I guess I have like anxiety. I've anxiety and definitely been diagnosed with depression, on medication with it.
Oh my god!
Oh no. Wait, hold on, let me see.
Going to 360,
No, it's still moving.
babe.
Oh god.
Grab the stuff! Grab the wine!
I just...
David, talk to me about the 5 ways to deal with depression in the summer and why it matters to you.
Okay, so we kind of wanted to talk about, we both deal with our own mental health issues, and obviously there's a million videos about it. We kind of wanted to talk about what we're dealing with right now as
What's actually happening on it right now.
and how we deal with it.
Realistically.
Yeah, everyone tries to make it like peachy perfect,
We're not all
but
perfect, yeah.
it doesn't work out that way.
It's important that you know that, you know? It's good
So one of the first things that I noticed, I have seasonal affective disorder, which basically means that during the winter time and fall time, you get, when there's less sun, you get more depressed.
And I have that too, acutely. Maybe not like as diagnosed as his, but like I definitely have that.
Yeah, and then like you notice, you would kind of think that as soon as, you know, the winter or the dark months pass, that all of it lifts. During the summertime, it's okay to give yourself enough slack to not feel as happy as you think you should feel. Everyone thinks like the sun is out, things are happening, everyone is having such a good time.
And that's not the case
It's
at
not
all.
the case. All of your depression is just correlated to like the dark and winter months.
Like just today, I like felt like I should be doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I got up, and I'm like, let's do things that are productive. And then realistically, I was like, no, I'm not feeling like that right now. And so I went home and I took a nap, and that's okay.
And that is okay. Give yourself a little slack, because a lot of times you feel that, hey, I shouldn't be feeling this way. Like, I shouldn't be feeling this sad.
But there's no right and
you
wrong.
still do.
Yeah, like there's no guidelines on how you should be feeling at a certain time or a certain time of the year. It's important that you know that and you respect that, and that's why I'm like, sunny out, it's a beautiful day, I should be out doing something, but I'm not, and that's okay too.
We totally are, though. The thing is with depression that a lot of people, you know, do realize now, because it's talked about, it is a chemical imbalance. Not all of it is outside of you. You're not looking for an external force to define or to explain why you're feeling this way. It happens from your inside.
It's not always your environment you're put in.
Just give yourself some slack. It's too easy to spiral down. Your emotions can turn into a mood, then that can turn into a day, that can turn into a week, and that can turn into a depression, an entire depression.
Life, and that's how I am.
Don't let yourself go down so far that you don't see any point of getting back up or feeling good about things. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
To start.
What is FOMO?
FOMO, fear of missing out. And the FOMO,
I always fear that, especially with people I care about.
because you want to be experiencing
My
that
family.
with them. You see
yeah,
that, and you're like,
I'm like,
ugh.
oh my god, that's my, like, I love them. Like, I want to be there with them doing that. But, like, realistically, you can't. A big one is seeing people on social media doing such fun things, and you're like, why aren't I doing that too?
FOMO prime, yeah.
Prime.
Because summertime,
Every day it's sunny, you need to be out doing something. It's a horrible feeling.
social media is such a shit show too, because people are putting out like the best aspects of their life. This is them just showing the best parts of their life. Even knowing that, you still get caught up in it. We live in the Pacific Northwest, and there's all these festivals that happen. When I was younger, most of those were free. So you could go to all these amazing summer activities. Nowadays, oh my god, you better sell your car.
It's $60 a ticket
Where?
for 1
$60?
day. For all 3 days, to me, $500.
$1 million.
$1 million.
It's things like, A, you're not enjoying this event that's happening, and then B, you feel like shit that you don't make enough money to be enjoying this event. That's like how I think social media plays such a huge role in like mental health, especially. I know we're still like different in age. I'm 29, she is
24.
a bitch. And so social media was out and running when you were a freshman.
Freshman, I remember getting Facebook.
Like, I could not imagine going to middle school if there was social media out. I was insecure. Imagine that being your normal, though. You know what I mean? You're going into middle school, you know everybody already
like
has social media,
my
Instagram.
sister's only 16.
God
She
bless you,
grew up
children.
with all
Like,
this
I
shit.
pray for you, because that is a difficult thing to deal with, and I'm not surprised why there is so much mental health issues with people in our generation and younger.
A big one is on the weekends. Everyone's going out.
Prime FOMO time. Yeah.
You feel like you need to be out doing something extravagant and great and posting it on social media. I just spilled all over myself. That's not always the case.
You know what actually helped me with that whole FOMO thing? Started going to the gym on Friday night, mainly because the gym is empty. And 2, nobody goes to the gym on Friday night, really. So I'm just like posting on social media, oh, look how cool I am.
Giving
Living a better life than you.
FOMO.
Like giving everyone else FOMO. They're like, wow, I really wish I was at Planet Fitness doing crunches next to a 45-year-old woman. So the thing is that be productive, and you don't have to be doing what everyone else is doing. You just have to be doing something that makes you feel good about yourself.
Productive. I could be sleeping on a Friday night early and I feel productive about that
AF.
because that's what my body needs and that's what I need in order to feel full.
What does productive look like?
Oh my God, that's not on the script.
Productive, especially when you're dealing with any sort of mental issues, it can mean a whole host of things.
Anything that makes you happy or anything that makes you feel like you're being fulfilled in your own self, and it has nothing to do with anyone else.
And for me, it's a lot of like things that don't let you spiral or get stuck. The thing is like Newton's freaking law, whatever is in motion will stay in motion.
Right.
Keep doing things, whatever they are. If you're working out, if you're making videos, if you're talking to your friends,
drinking wine,
as long as it's not super, a degenerate thing to do, then do them. It's too easy to keep not doing things. The hardest thing a lot of times is to start.
Tell me, what is S.A.D?
S.A.D is seasonal affective disorder. Generally, it's like when your depression is affected by the season. If the sun isn't out, you're lacking vitamin D. Vitamin D gives you energy. It helps with your serotonin, your norepinephrine.
Also, why I tan in tanning beds all year. And my psychiatrist was like, if you don't tan in tanning beds, I was like, don't you worry, girl.
You'll still get the vitamin D from that. You'll also get wrinkles from it, but hey.
It's fine.
It's, you know, I actually made a meme that was hilarious when it's like, well, I thought it was hilarious. That's like when your SAD, your seasonal affective disorder, fucks up and forgets what month it is, and you're still depressed in the springtime. So that was me.
Real.
I was like, oh wait, winter is over and I still feel like shit. What's going on?
How do you combat SAD?
Wow. Well, a big one would definitely be getting more sun. Medication is a huge one. In the Pacific Northwest, so we get approximately 2.5 days of sunshine a year. And that's why we have like some of the highest like rates of multiple sclerosis and all these other crazy things. And suicide is because it's super dark and depressing out here. So get some sun, get out, get some tanning bed.
Get some endorphins pumping.
Yeah.
Like work out, do yoga. I love yoga.
You go into medication.
Medication, I hate the stigma. I honestly hate the stigma that medication is bad. I was spiraling and I dealt with my mental illnesses for way too long. I couldn't deal with it on my own anymore. And I knew that instead of resorting to things that weren't good or healthy, go to your doctor and talk to them about it. I went to counseling, like I, started doing yoga and like just a lot of different productive things that helped me with my mental stability. But like honestly, going to a psychiatrist and getting on meds that balanced out my brain was like the best
when you need to. Like my entire life, I've been very, very anti-medication. I was on Wellbutrin and that helped so much. But this last spring, I decided to get off of Wellbutrin because I auditioned for a very, very famous reality TV show. And I was dead set that I was going to get it. And I also didn't want to be on medication during the show because it lasts all summer. And it's about your siblings, if you can catch the drift. I'm not sure I can talk about it because I signed an NDA.
Oops.
Okay, well, and I went off the medication, without weaning, without talking to my doctor,
It's a very, very common thing.
In the summer, everyone thinks that, oh my God, I'm starting to feel better, I'm good, let me go off of my medications. That's what I did, and then I was off my medications when I found out I didn't make the show. So if you can believe that, that was a deep, dark pit for moi. I shouldn't have done that, but it taught me a very valuable lesson.
Don't
Listen
go off your
to
meds.
Your doctor. Eh?
Or if you do want to go off your meds,
I
should probably check with my psychiatrist.
There are some bad side effects, girls, and suicidal thoughts and blah, blah, blah.
Like, that's a very common thing. And a lot of people just go off their meds and go AWOL. That's not the way to do it.
You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know if someone's going to break up with you, you're going to get in a car accident, or something that's going to push you into a low. And what the medications do is that they don't let you hit a certain base. To a certain degree, some medications don't let you hit a certain ceiling. Some people that is really important. Yeah.
Yeah, and
this
for me,
little
that's
gray area.
very necessary because I was very high and low. Like, I could feel so amazing one day and then feel like shit the next day and like want to kill myself. I'm glad there's this box. I owe my life.
I'm
to
happy
it.
for the box.
I'm happy
Thank
for
you
that
for the box.
fucking box. We like boxed wine, boxed life. We love it all.
Boxed medication.
Anything in a fucking box, we love it.
But don't you dare put us in a box.
Don't you fucking dare.
Talk to me about body image issues.
Oh, because I know she thinks she was fat at one point, but I was actually fat.
What?
My doctors actually were worried that I was going to become morbidly obese.
Mine were too.
Especially during the summer.
It's my face.
Especially during the summer, everybody deals with body image issues more because why? We're showing more skin, honey. Okay, I'm showing you leg, I'm giving you thigh.
It only happens in Washington for 1 week. But that 1 week, you better
my
be
body
on
image issues
point.
are running rampant. No, it's so fucking true though. I see people that are literally bigger than me taking off their shirts and feeling so confident, and that's great, and I'm happy for them. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to do that, you know, until I get to a point where I feel like I'm comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
And that's why I've tried to been fucking productive this year, and I've been working out and doing things with my body. Okay, that's like nothing.
Ripped.
Love your body, sure, but also be productive with your body. I get a little tired with this whole body positivity type thing. I get that. You shouldn't hate your body, but you shouldn't also placate really unhealthy eating habits and really unhealthy activity habits. If someone is overweight and significantly overweight, it's not water weight. It's not all the other things where they say bullshit. I used to say that too when I was 80 pounds heavier.
Actively taking a responsibility in your own life.
Responsibility.
And doing something about it. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely. What my mom tells me, she resonated with me, is she's like, you need to talk to that voice in your head like it's literally another person. When you feel like you should be doing something and then you're lazy about it, talk to yourself. Be like, no. Fuck you. Go do what you're supposed to do. I'm a Gemini. I'm a double Gemini, Leo rising. So I'm like 4 people in one.
Literally.
So I literally have to argue with myself all the time.
I could see that.
Don't let your inner saboteur win. You have goals. You want things to happen in your life. You actually have to make some changes. Sorry about it, but it's true.
David, talk to me about the penguin tuxedo.
So, there was this time where my family did wedding pictures while we were at a wedding, you know, because families like to do that when we're all dressed up. Let's do a twofer and get some pictures taken of the family, you know. Let's be Russian, Romanian, first-generation immigrant, cheap as fuck. Okay, I was very, very, very chunky. I wasn't in shape. I was a shape. Okay, I was a circle. Wearing a full-on tuxedo, and I looked like a penguin, and I was so embarrassed of this picture because I just look like a chunky 12-year-old penguin. That's unfuckable. Unfuckable 12-year-old. No. I was so embarrassed of this picture. I do stand-up comedy. I ended up using that same picture of me as a fat little penguin trying to kill the Batman as my comedy flyer. A little tip for that, don't take yourself too goddamn seriously.
You can just laugh at yourself. It doesn't matter.
Tell me about the 80-20 of being sad versus happy.
I think it's like a little bit of a joke because I think that 80% of my life is sad, but 20% is happy. But that's not actually it. It should be like 80% of your life is happy and 20% is sad. And
maybe we need to work on getting those percentages more even. What about your life, that 20%? What about that is positive, and how can we grow that? You know what I mean? Because it's so much easier to focus on a negative. Like, we all have so many things to be grateful for, especially us. You know, we come from a lot of privilege, and to be appreciative.
And I also think that's like such a learned behavior. I definitely like see myself going towards the negative, and I think that's what a lot of people do, especially in our society nowadays. We focus on the negative. You have to train your mind to see the positive.
There's actually some scientific basis to this. So the whole reason that we are negative thinking in our minds, it's because it's a survival instinct. We're trying to focus on not getting killed, not doing this, not doing that. It's a survival instinct in our brain. But we actually, like Danny said, have to retrain our brains to actually think more positive, or at least more neutral, and not be so negative.
And I'm not there yet, but David is, and he
I
can
am
tell
not
you
there
all
yet.
about it.
I am the pinnacle of mental health and stability. Here,
I
this
am
is me.
crazy and I can't help it. It's who I am, bitch. It's okay to not be okay.
Oh, something smells like a cigarette, and I want it. It's okay to want a cigarette.
If you want to smoke a cigarette, smoke one. It's your own fucking life. You can do whatever you want.
So the person struggling with 5 ways to deal with seasonal depression disorder, they fix it right now.
Don't
Smoke some weed.
get it. This is if it's legal for you and it's not going to affect any of your
I'm just
medications or
kidding.
anything.
My doctor said it's okay.
Important takeaways would be active.
Don't eat sugar. Sugar
Yeah,
is the devil. Surround yourself with people that you care about and that care about you. Like, if it weren't for my best friend, if it weren't for my family, like, I would not be here today.
same token, to cut the people that don't, because those people
True.
are so extremely
Cut
toxic.
those bitches out.
And then I bet
Nordstrom, see ya. Fuck you.
copyright lawsuit. Because whatever you commit to, this is something one of my old mentors taught me. Whatever you commit to now, or whatever you're going to do now, you're saying no to something else. So it better be valuable time spent of your. It better be valuable, and it better be worth it, and you better be happy at the end of it, like you feel like you did something good.
Truth.
Please subscribe to our channel and follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is almost famous, but the A is the @ so it's Elmost famous.
It's an A. It's almost famous.
It's like an A, but it's like an @ but it's also like an A.
And I'm just Danny Smolin.
No one knows how to spell that, Danny.
Yeah, comment with your biggest takeaway from this video.
Or what we missed. So please.
Subscribe,
Like, comment, subscribe, swipe up.
Everything. All of the above. Okay, bye. Where's my jewel?
Oh my goodness, same.
I
I'm
lost
like,
it. Oh, there it is.
Oh, thank you.
It might be dead. I don't know.
Satan.
Guys. No! It's almost dead. Almost famous. Almost dead.